It's been awesome working with the Replit team. This functionality is so needed for exactly as you're saying, that next step up for people to really validate their ideas and turn them into ways for them to generate income. People who can very easily, with tools like Replit, go from an idea to a working app and a working prototype incredibly fast. And so I think one of the things that we really have to think about is just enhancing the entire developer experience there so that we make it easy for agents to debug, fix problems, build the right integrations. So the shift is now that you can be in your Replit experience and say that you need to build a Stripe integration, and Replit will create the sandbox for you and automatically let you start interacting with it. You can start creating your products that you will be selling and setting your prices and get your whole product suite configured before you've even come over to stripe.com. The other thing that we shipped alongside the Replit team, which I think is really powerful, is a data sync process between Stripe and Replit. So we have objects and all of the data inside of Stripe, and it can be sometimes painful to be able to figure out, okay, when do I need to make sure that my database has that information? How do I get all of that information over? With the data sync work that we did, we are able to now make sure that the database that you have in Replit is instantly up to date anytime you make changes inside of Stripe.
Hey, Nilofer, how's it going?
Excited to be here.
Yeah, first of all, I just got to give you a big thank you from us here at Replit and also the community on the work that you have been doing on this integration. I'm continually surprised. Like, we get so many great comments on this integration. It's just making people's lives so much easier. So just want to give you a big thank you right out of the gate.
Really appreciate that. It's been awesome working with the Replit team. This functionality is so needed for exactly as you're saying, that next step up for people to really validate their ideas and turn them into ways for them to generate income, and excited to make that much, much easier for all the Replit builders out there.
Very neat. Before we get into the integration in the sandbox, I just wanted to ask you just a general question. I know a lot of people in the space are thinking about this, but I think it's interesting. Stripe launched in 2010 with the Collison brothers trying to make payments easier for developers. Now, fast forward 2025, they're continuing to make it easy to integrate payments into applications, but now it's for everybody, not just developers, non-technical builders, vibe coders like us here, and Replit, and in particular with this new Replit integration. I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about how you see Stripe evolving in this arena where more and more of the code, I think, is going to be generated by agents rather than developers. Obviously, this integration with Replit is a big step in that direction. But in general, how are you thinking about this? How are you thinking about this new landscape over at Stripe?
Absolutely. I work on a team that spends a lot of time thinking about how can we make the developer experience really great for everybody that comes and builds a Stripe integration. And exactly as you're saying, the typical persona of who that person is shifting to more and more non-technical builders, people who can very easily, with tools like Replit, go from an idea to a working app and a working prototype incredibly fast. And so I think one of the things that we really have to think about is just enhancing the entire developer experience there so that we make it easy for agents to debug, fix problems, build the right integrations. And so we're thinking deeply about things like our documentation, how we provide instructions and recommendations on the right integrations for an agent to build, and how we make it easy for a user who maybe hasn't written the code themselves to be able to debug an issue and start to figure out where things might be going wrong, as well as what additional things that they may need in their Stripe integration that they may not know about. They may think of, oh, I just need payments, but we've got a full suite of tools that users can layer on to make the full payments experience really great. And we can help provide that opinion in a world where agents are doing a lot of the building.
That's awesome. So you're adjusting the documentation because now it's not just developers that are looking at it, it's agents, but it's also non-technical people working with and through those agents that are integrating payments into their applications.
Yeah, exactly. And so we've done some work to make sure that our documentation is ready to go to be ingested by LLMs and agents in the right format with the right content, so that when they are coming through and taking a look at our documentation, they know exactly what type of integration they should be building and how to answer questions when someone may ask something about Stripe tax or about payments. And all of our documents, our documentation pages, are now optimized to be able to provide those right answers back to LLMs.
I love it. And Stripe has always had a great reputation for having great documentations, and now that's just extending over into the agentic world. I wonder if we could talk a little bit about the Replit Stripe integration. So, a big part of this integration is the claimable sandbox. So, I'm wondering if you can break that down for us. A, what is a sandbox? Why is it important? And then B, the claimable part. Why is that an improvement on the user experience?
Absolutely. So actually, we launched Sandboxes as a Stripe product earlier this year and made it generally available in the first half of this year. We know that it's incredibly important for anybody building with Stripe to test their payments flows before they actually go live. The worst thing is for you to feel like you're ready to launch your business and then hit some kind of issue, and turns out people who are interested in your product can't actually pay for it. And so we have a sandbox environment to allow people building with Stripe a really simple and easy way to test their payments flows. We provide test card numbers so users can see, okay, what does a successful payment look like? What might a failed payment look like? What is the error I can expect to get back? And what would a buyer see when they hit that? And so we think that part is an incredibly important step in the flow of actually launching a Stripe integration. This sandbox is completely isolated from your live integration. So once you do make that switch to launching your Stripe integration, we make sure that everything is completely separated. There's no crosstalk of information between those two environments. Now that is, like we said, a super helpful step. If you've come and signed up directly at Stripe, you get access to that sandbox right away. The keys and everything is ready to go. But as we started to see this shift of how users are entering Stripe, like coming to Replit and saying, I need to build a Stripe integration, we started to see the pain of, okay, come over to the Stripe dashboard, sign up, get the keys, bring it back to Replit. We wanted to see if there was a way we could make that loop tighter so that someone who's coming to Replit can get to that aha moment a lot faster. And that's where we made a shift from the sandbox being ready for you once you come to the Stripe dashboard to actually allowing Replit to create a sandbox for Replit builders. And that's where that claimable piece comes in. So the shift is now that you can be in your Replit experience and say that you need to build a Stripe integration, and Replit will create the sandbox for you and automatically let you start interacting with it. You can start creating your products that you will be selling and setting your prices and get your whole product suite configured before you've even come over to stripe.com. And then when you're ready, you can actually claim the sandbox and bring all of that work with you to a fully functioning Stripe account, and then do the part that you need to do in terms of providing information to actually go live.
I love that. So me as a vibe coder, one, I have the sandbox where I could just play around and tinker with different variations, because I think there's a lot of creativity in terms of how to bring monetization into a particular app. Like it could be by activity on the user side, it could be by credits or tokens. You can experiment quite a bit there. You can experiment with how you're billing people, one time subscription, referrals, things like that. And if you're new to integrating applications, integrating payments into your applications, you want to feel like you have a space where you can just play around and mess around without anything like any serious consequences. And that's where the sandbox is coming into play. And then previously, as you mentioned previously, what you would have to do is you'd have to, before you get into that sandbox, you'd have to go to stripe.com, set up an account, go through KYC, set all that up, and then you get to play. But now with this new improvement, you save that to the end, which makes a lot of sense for me. You still have to do all that to be compliant and to be safe, but it makes sense to have it at the end of my playtime or my creativity time, when I have like clear line of sight on what I'm going to ship and I'm motivated now. Yeah, this app looks great. I've tested it. It looks good. Now going to Stripe and doing all the compliance stuff, no problem. I'm happy to do that. Like I'm motivated to do that.
Yeah, exactly. We want to make sure that you can see the full end-to-end vision that you had in your brain actually working before we request all of that additional information from you.
Yeah, that's hugely motivating for me. So we have the claimable sandbox in the Replit integration. What else makes this Replit Stripe integration special in your view?
I think one of the other pieces, Replit is figuring out exactly how to build the Stripe integration for you. We have a really fully functioned suite of products that you could go choose from, and it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. And so we're excited about Replit taking the recommendations from Stripe in terms of this is how you build a Stripe integration to be able to build the right shape of that for you, depending on what type of business you're trying to build. Exactly like you said, Manny, there's so many different ways that users can monetize. It can be a direct physical good, or you can come and have some of the more complex and really innovative pricing models with credits and usage-based billing, subscriptions, and all of that. And we're excited to make it easier for a user to reason about what kind of billing model makes sense for them. The other thing that we shipped alongside the Replit team, which I think is really powerful, is a data sync process between Stripe and Replit. So we have objects and all of the data inside of Stripe, and it can be sometimes painful to be able to figure out, okay, when do I need to make sure that my database has that information? How do I get all of that information over? With the data sync work that we did, we are able to now make sure that the database that you have in Replit is instantly up to date anytime you make changes inside of Stripe. So if I were to go in and make a change in terms of the price I was charging for a product, I can stream that change directly to my database in Replit and know that I've got the source of truth is Stripe, and it's reflected in all the other systems that are relying on that.
That's amazing. That is super helpful. So if I make a change on my Stripe profile, like a change of price on an item, that'll be reflected in my Replit app, and vice versa. Does it go both ways?
Yeah, correct.
That's really handy. That's very neat. And then I also noticed that as I was trying out the Stripe and Replit integration, that it also handled like very tedious things for me that I wasn't expecting. Like, for example, like it made sense that it made it easy for people to sign up for my subscription. But then what about canceling or like changing the subscription plan? I thought I would have to build all that out, but the Replit Stripe integration handled that really nicely and automatically did that for me. So there's an easy way for somebody to cancel, to get a refund. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like also the behind the logistical, like more customer service things being built into the applications as well.
Yeah, it's a full life cycle, right? Like it's one thing to say, okay, I helped a buyer get started with the product that I'm selling, but having a satisfying experience for your buyers and the people using your product requires you to take care of them through that entire life cycle. Again, it's no one's favorite issue to hit where they're trying to cancel and they have to reach out to an email address to actually cancel a subscription and get their money back or anything like that. So we know that those are parts of the customer lifecycle that are table stakes for anybody building a payments integration. And so those things should just come out of the box. The Replit agent should just build those pieces in automatically.
Can you talk a little bit about the Stripe products that this Replit integration is working with today? And then maybe also tell us about Stripe Connect and Marketplace and how that is either on the roadmap or different, because we have been getting some questions in our past streams around being able to build Replit apps that connect with Stripe Connect and Marketplace. So maybe you can give us like the overview of the products and then how you think about the roadmap moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like I said, there are so many different ways to monetize and build your business, and Connect is one of those examples. Being able to build a marketplace where you might be having people actually sign up to monetize through your platform that you're building inside of Replit is a business model that you're seeing interest for, and that we want to make sure is supported here as well. Today, it's really easy to get started with monetization models such as one-time payments for physical goods or just a one-time checkout, our subscriptions type businesses as well, and usage-based type businesses in addition to that. Connect and marketplace type businesses are still possible for you to build with Replit as well. They require a little bit more manual configuration on the Stripe side. At the point that you make the decision, like that's the kind of business model you want to go with, we do ask that you come over to the Stripe dashboard and enable Connect inside of our dashboard. And it's pretty straightforward, but that just sets some correct things up on your account. And then you can come back to your Replit agent and say, okay, now I'm ready to build a Connect marketplace. Agent can go read our documentation and build the correct Stripe integration that you need there. This is something we're looking to make even better as we continue to improve upon the way Replit and Stripe work together. And hopefully in the future, you don't need to do that back and forth. And you can just tell Replit agent right away, I want to build a Connect integration and be able to set that up.
Very neat. So if you're trying to do Connect, and is that also extend to Marketplace as well?
Yes.
If you're trying, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So if you want to build something that's referring to Stripe Connect or Marketplace, just a little bit more manual, hands-on direction that you're going to have with the agent, maybe adding some additional documentation to your conversation and context, things like that. Still possible, but not as seamless as it maybe will be soon.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in our segment when we bring Stock in on